Hearing impairment is the fourth leading cause of years lived with disability. Uganda has a population of over 45 million, with 48.47% of the population aged between 0 and 14 years old. According to the World Health Organization, 2% of the population in sub-Saharan Africa has childhood hearing loss. Let the Children Hear aims to make a difference by adopting strategies which focus on the prevention and early intervention of childhood hearing loss to aid the development of speech and language, social integration, and educational achievement. By addressing these goals, children who are deaf or hard of hearing will be able to integrate with their peers, increase their educational opportunities, avoid stigma and social isolation, and become more productive members of society. In this video, we show you how a mother finds out that her second-born child could have hearing impairment at 5 months old. She would try to call the child, and the child was very unresponsive until they felt the touch of their mother. This mother tries to talk to her husband about the child, but the husband responds in saying that the child is still too young to confirm whether they are deaf or not. So the mother waits for another 7 months to confirm that the child actually could not hear. After a couple of months, she visits her parents, who tell her to go and see a doctor. By the time she went to see a doctor at Mulago Hospital, which is the National Referral Hospital of Uganda, the child was 10 months old. From Mulago Hospital, she was referred to a private clinic. On the other hand, the father had lost hope because he had been discouraged by people who said that the child's condition was irreversible, so he didn't give the mother money that was required by the private clinic. She eventually gave up on the child as well. After some time, she gave birth to another child who she also realized had the same problem. She didn't know what to do for this child, seeing that she already could not afford the private clinic. So one day, as she was attending to her business, she saw a van with the words, "Do you think your child can hear?" And that's how she came to learn of Let the Children Hear Chiseni Clinic. When she came to our clinic, the audiologist did some tests on the child and confirmed that she could not hear. The child was given hearing aids to assist her, and the mother testifies that the child is doing so much better. Unlike before, where you could make a noise and the child was unresponsive, now the child can hear you open the door and respond. The child is now getting better and better.
Next week. Katawuyanga mwana tawe nangamba togwana tujja sigala wano nga tukola ki nga tumuwayo kuwuuma wano tulabe oba asobola okukola ki okulira kati okuva tujja kumasawo namukeberako n'omuweera embeera mwali olusi n'akyusaayo kuwuuma bwetutyo kati.
This mother encourages all parents with children with the same condition to take them for testing so that the audiologist can confirm whether the child can use hearing aids or they are permanently deaf. She advises parents to take their children for testing as soon as they give birth or within 2 weeks' time. She has loved the care that she found at Let the Children Hear Chiseni Clinic and that they have offered their services free of charge.
I'm the headmistress of Tendo Children's Welfare School for children with special needs. My student here, class A, is a pupil. His name is Sango Fred. He came here, I think, 2019. We are here with him, and he was trying to pick. He was disturbed like any other children by the COVID-19 and missed out one term. But I think he's speaking very well. He came when he had learned little sign language, but the time he has spent here, because we have got several other deaf children, he's communicating very well. He's speaking on his lessons very well. He likes working. He's a hard-working boy. We have got a small farm here where we keep birds. He attends. So the way I see him, he will progress. If he's given a chance to study, I see he has got the capacity even to go up to degree level. I hear of people who give gadgets, hearing gadgets. Maybe if he would get something also, he would do, it would help him to pick the sound waves. And he also learns to talk. What we are trying to do here, we have got a teacher who talks. As she teaches, she talks. We want the children to learn lip reading. And we encourage, like the teacher we have here, when I cannot communicate, I write. So the writing will also help him. Let the mother try her level best to educate this child. This child may even help that lady when she has grown old, or when she's bankrupt. He can study and get a good job. I have seen the dean of faculty of special needs. He's flying to India, he's flying to Denmark. That's a deaf man. He's married, even he's driving himself. With the assistance, I know he can make it.
My name is I'm an authority here at LTCH here. I work with children from 0 to 10 years old. Let me share with you about one of the children that I have seen. That is Tendo, Frida. This child came in the clinic. The mother was worried, concerned about the child's hearing because she already has her second born, who is a 9-year-old child with a hearing loss. And this time when she had a baby, she tried to monitor this new baby, that is Tendo, and she noticed that Tendo was not responding to sound. So she came to the clinic and a screening test was done, and the child failed a screening test. So they were referred to an audiology assessment, that is a diagnostic test. So when we did the diagnostic test, we noticed that this child does not really hear. We came down and we discussed how the we took this case as an intervention, and we fitted this child with the hearing aids. And now, 3 weeks down the road, we are beginning to see good results. This child has started responding to sound. And this mother came in the clinic alone, but I felt since it is going to be a journey, so I requested that if she would get the husband on board. So I talked to her and the husband came in. She disclosed partially to the husband. The husband was very okay about it. So we have started the journey. The man is involved, is supportive, and we are hoping for the best. Talk to them about the second born that is in the deaf school. Since he's below 16 years old, I requested them if they can bring him back to the clinic so that we can reassess him and find out how much he hears. And then we can see how we can help or how we can advise them. So this message goes back to all parents outside there or caretakers. It's high time that we screen all our children for hearing loss at a very early age. We have a free service here at Kisenyi Health Center 4. We do hearing screening, we do diagnostic tests free of charge. And then also we say that it's not the end of life for any child. for those caretakers or parents that have children with hearing loss. There is a way out, and here in the clinic, we currently have a program for sign language for children that we find that are deaf, that we start them on basic sign language before they join school. Currently, we are looking more at early intervention. We encouraging all babies that are born immediately after birth, we should test their ears. But here, my message out is that if we test these children early, we're able to help them early. Thank you.